What up? I'm live. Okay. I feel like, oh my goodness, whatever. It's fine. I figure out what I'm doing over here though. No. Oh my God. Okay. Do I have anybody yet? I'm trying to update my PlayStation and talk to you guys at the same time. Okay. Hold on 1 minute while I wait for some people. Hold on. It's lower too. Doesn't need that. Okay. We don't need creaky doors either. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I have ADD really bad. And I decided last minute that I wanted to update my PlayStation. Okay, so I did my Ace 2 today. I'm good. I decided I gotta go live because I tried to go live on my maybe somebody can help me with this. I'm at 1,000 subscribers officially, and I tried to go live, and it told me that I couldn't because my they said I don't have enough subscribers. I have to have 1,000, but I do have 1,000. So maybe I have to wait. Maybe it's too soon. I don't know. So I'm on my computer still, but soon I should be able to use my phone or my tablet to go live. So I did my Ace 2 today. Oh, so this is cool. So check this shirt out. Okay. So this shirt, my boyfriend made this shirt. It says Epstein, and you can barely see it because of the lighting, didn't kill himself. It's a joke. It's a joke because it's a different Epstein. I think he died of like a drug overdose or something. He was the Beatles manager. My boyfriend had to explain the joke to me because but actually I put a link. So he also made this hat. So if anybody wants one of these shirts, you can order them online. There's a link in my description. You can buy one of these. What up, Bags? I'm talking about Mike right now, actually. So you can buy this shirt. The link is there. So if you wanna buy this shirt, go for it. You can order them online. So the link to the hat's there. You just gotta go into the store and find the. Anyway, I'm all short of breath because Bags had me smoking cigarettes last time I saw him, and he left a pack of cigarettes here. And sorry, I don't know if I wasn't supposed to say that, but I did, so sorry. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my Ace 2 class. It was an interesting experience for me. So I get there, and I was like, I think I was like the only girl in the room. If there was another girl, I couldn't see her. She was like sitting somewhere where I couldn't see her. I was all the way in the back. They take it very seriously. I was like, so they give you like 5 settlements printed out, and I went through my I was looking through my settlements while the lady was talking, and she was like, Jessica, do you need a pen? And I was like, no. I have one right here. She's like, well, then I don't understand why you're not taking notes and following along with the class, and you're looking at your settlements. I was like, oh, I was just trying to look at something. I noticed something on here, and she was like, yeah, I would really prefer if you didn't look at that right now and you just paid attention. And I was like, okay. So I don't know. I thought I was in trouble the whole time I was there. I felt like I just kept my mouth shut the whole time I was there, and I had like 4 hours of sleep. So I'm really tired right now, and I was really tired all day. So it was rough, but I got through it. I got my deferred lease payment. And like some really cool stuff happened. Yeah. Yeah, basically drive. She was saying you could drive 48. Somebody said something about driving 48. I'm not doing that. But yes, it was actually a 9-hour class because I got there at 8 and we didn't leave till 5. And I guess we had an hour break, so it was an 8-hour class. Fine. So I've been in a situation that I didn't want to talk to you guys about because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to like discourage anybody from trucking, but I want to be real with you guys and explain how it's been and how it resolved itself for me. I have a light on that's making my face glow pink. I'll turn that off. There we go. So basically, I was broke. I made no money for 5 weeks. 5 weeks straight, I made absolutely no money. And a lot of stuff happened that contributed to that. So it's not, stuff like this happens from time to time. So while I was looking through my settlements, I realized how long this has been going on. I just knew I hadn't been paid for a while. So I started looking through my settlements and I was like, man, every settlement on here, I'm negative. I've been negative this whole time. It started out that, so you guys know I lost my mom. That's not what started it, but my grandma, who was 98 years old, got very sick around Christmas time and they figured she was going to pass, which she did. So I wanted a chance to go see her, for like the last time or whatever. So it was around Christmas time and there wasn't really any freight I was in Virginia. I happened to be by some miracle right delivering like only like 130 miles away from where she lives, where she lived. And so I went there and I shut down for like 3 days. And that was my first week that I ended up negative because I got a really bad load coming out. So then what happened was I got a load from Virginia to North Carolina. I pick up the load, I get to North Carolina. At some point along the way, the load shifted and there was like a whole thing where they made me go back to the 01 in Virginia and get it restacked. So I went back to the 01 in Virginia and I got it restacked and then went back to North Carolina again. And that took all week. That was like a whole week. And I should finally be getting reimbursed for that either on this paycheck or the next one. So that happened. Then I picked up a trailer. The landing gear was stuck and I forced the landing gear and I guess something under the bar that goes across was really rusted out and that broke. So then I was stuck with a trailer that I literally could not drop. So I had to take that trailer up to Springfield. I had to deadhead it up to Springfield from Tennessee so that I could drop it on jacks. Like I had some bad luck happen to me. And then my truck has been leaking water in the back. It's a brand new 2020 Freightliner, but sometimes these things happen. So I took home time in New York after like New Year's and everything, after the Christmas bonus thing, incentive. And I went to New York and the shop took way longer than I thought it would. So I was out of service for like a week and a half in New York. So all of this accumulated and resulted in me not making any money for 5 straight weeks. And that's why I haven't been posting a lot. I've been like really negative. I didn't want to be negative on here. I still think Prime's a great company. I don't think it's a Prime problem. I think that it's a trucking thing. It's a lease operator problem. When you have lease payments that you're making on a weekly basis, you're going to it's going to happen. You're going to accumulate debt if you're not making revenue because you still have to pay those fixed expenses. You still have to cover your fuel and all that stuff. So I took out a $500 advance at one point because I was so broke. So that added to my negative balance as well. So I spent a lot of time trying to get out of this. The ACE 2 class is what finally got me out of this. At the end of the class today, the lady who was holding the class told me that some guy in reefer operations wanted to talk to me. I thought I was in trouble. So she brought me over to his desk, sat down, I talked to him. And he was like, this can't keep happening. You keep going more and more negative. Like when we see stuff like this happening, it's not good. And the way he was talking, I thought he was going to like basically tell me I was costing the company money and that he was going to like, that they were going to let me go or something. And I was like, well, why'd you wait until I just sat through that whole class to do this, But he basically told me, he was asking me not to quit. He was like, I want to make sure that you're okay, that you're not going to quit. And I was like, well, honestly, if I if I stuck it out this long, why, I did it for a reason. Like, I'm dedicated to this. I really want to make this work. So he told me that was really good and impressive. And then he showed me that I'm back in the red again. I'm going to have a $900 paycheck this week. So at the beginning of the week, I was negative 24. Somehow I was able to clear that negative $2,400 and make $900. So somehow I had a really good week, plus the deferred payment on my lease got me out of the hole. If it wasn't for the deferred payment, I'd still be like negative like 500 or something like that. So I was able to get out of my situation. And if it wasn't for that negative 2,400, add 2,400 to the almost 1,000 that I'm making, I'd be making a $2,300 check this week. So I just wanted to share that with you guys for anybody who might be having a hard time, or anybody who doesn't, I don't know. I just want to be real. Like, I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to tell you that this is all perfect and easy and just wonderful and la-di-da out here. It's not always good, but the ups and downs are very intense. Like, there's some very intense downs, and there's some very intense ups, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So if you do want to get into trucking, you need, especially if you want to be a lease operator, you need to be prepared that, and maybe there were some things I could have done differently. Like, maybe I should have waited to get in the shop. It sucks. Like, I shouldn't have to drive around with water leaking into my bunk. But maybe I should have waited until I was out of my situation. Because when I got out of that, or maybe I should have taken my truck to Springfield and not to New York, where they take longer, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have taken home time. Maybe I don't know. There's different things I could have done, but there's also a lot of things that happen outside of my control. So I guess, long story short, you got to really want this. You can't come out here and like kind of want it. You have to have dedication. I had my friends talking me out of quitting for the past 3 weeks. I was so depressed, miserable, and I didn't quit, and now I'm going to make money again. And if I quit and went to McDonald's like I wanted to, and started working at McDonald's like I wanted to, I would have probably not made anywhere near as much money as I just made this week. It would have taken me like almost 3 weeks to make the amount of money that I'm making. Yeah, and it was like, exactly, Robert Kaufman. You do have to look at the big picture. And you guys saw me a couple weeks ago. I was going through a hard time. I was complaining a lot. And I turned it around. I turned my attitude around, but it still took me a few weeks to get on top of it. And honestly, that home time that I took, I think, really was like absolutely necessary for my mental health, because I was about to lose it. I wasn't doing well. I went home. I had a really good time, and I needed that. And sometimes you do have to do some self-care, even if it costs you money. And company is way less stressful, but my problem is I enjoy the freedom to turn down loads, to request to go places, to take home time if I feel like I need to be in a newer truck. And I don't know. I just don't want to go company. And there's potential. But for some people, that's a better option. For me, honestly, I probably overall would have made more money with Prime if I was company, I think, at this point. But I still think the potential is there to make more, if that makes sense. And if any of you guys are looking to get into trucking, I highly recommend starting with Prime, because you're not going to find a better company that will give you your CDL and get you started. Yes, that was me in class today, sitting all the way in the back. Let me see if I can recognize you. I don't want to click off the screen. I'll look at it later. So and I have my referral code down there in the description with the link to buy the hat. So, yeah, if you do want to try Prime, you should put me down for sure. And that's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to, like I said, and I want to be completely honest with my viewers. I like to be transparent, and that's my approach to it. So yeah, it gets hard out here. I just spent 5 weeks making absolutely no money doing one of the hardest jobs that you can do. Okay, so one of the weeks I was home, but you know what I mean. It's a hard job, and it gets super discouraging when you're not making any money. And now I want to give you guys the opportunity to ask me questions about Prime or about the ACE 2 class, about lease, about anything in my life. I don't care. Just ask me questions, because I have planned on going live on my phone, but I'm live, so I wanted to like celebrate my 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna stay out of that whole thing, because Crazy Bags, the way he handled that situation was extremely admirable. And I'll let him, if he's in the chat, maybe he could say something if he wants to, but I can't speak on his behalf. I never met her, and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Were you the person that I met when I repowered the load? And Crazy Bags is very cool. He's a very cool dude. He's got a big heart. What happened, in my mind, I feel like it should have been handled differently. I'm disappointed, and I think that he was a great asset for Prime, but they have their policies, and that's what happens. You know, Prime's gonna do what Prime's gonna do. Go look at his. Let's not talk. Let's talk about something else. This is. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But you guys can go do your own research on that and figure that whole situation out. Other than that, we can do some Q&As other than that. Well, talk about something else. Like this green colored pencil that I have. I don't know. Hold on one second. Make sure that I don't know if Fortnite needs to be updated. I have to update my stuff. I don't have very many chances to use actual Wi-Fi. Hello, I am doing well. How are you doing, Cliff Harris? You were the guy that was driving 45 miles per hour? That's crazy. What, were you the one that was on the mountains and stuff? You were talking about being on the mountains? I'm drinking Bud Light. I like beer, but it makes my face all fat. I gotta stop drinking beer. Are you planning on going? Do you work for Prime right now? Or are you switching from lease to company, Chief Arthur? That you're bad. You're pretty, like, am I allowed to say badass? Would I get demonetized for that? I don't know. But that's pretty badass. I was in ACE 2 today. That's what I was in class doing today. I got my deferred lease payment so I could get out of my giant, miserable death that I was in. Do you have a referral already? I'm going to start pushing the referrals, because I'm going to, like, I need to make some money out here. And I could, obviously money's good. So put me down. I am all hopped up on caffeine today because I did not sleep last night, and it was miserable sitting through that class today. She wouldn't let me zone out. She wouldn't let me just have ADD. She kept like demanding that I pay attention. So yes. So what's up, guys? I feel like I covered some stuff. Is Bag still here? It's just a Bud Light. It doesn't look too good. I mean, it looks like basically like water with a little bit of formaldehyde, some yeasty alcohol, And they say that there's hops in there, but there's no way. Taste anything. Barley, malt, and rice. Okay, barley, malt, and rice. Dilly dilly. That's right, Joe. That's right. You got your hat, Joe? Sorry, I'm texting somebody now. Yeah, Miller Lite. I think Bags might have left some of that here. I don't know. He left something here, something that I don't normally drink. I call it Miller Low Life, the Miller High Life stuff. But, you know, I drink Bud Light, so I shouldn't even be talking. I gotta stop drinking, though, and my face is getting so freaking, oh, I swore, so fat. Maybe I slurred that enough that it won't get picked up on. But yeah, I have 1,000 subscribers now, so that's pretty exciting. I would like to start making content for you guys. I actually am planning on doing a huge like dump on everything on my it sounded horrible. Everything on my phone is getting dumped onto my laptop. So that I can start recording again because everything's all mixed up in there. And oh, can anybody tell me why YouTube is still telling me that I can't go live because I need 1,000 subscribers when I clearly have 1,000 subscribers already? If somebody could tell me that, I would really appreciate it because I don't know what is causing that whole thing. My eye is like really bothering me right now. It's like dry. I was wearing my contacts yesterday. It always screws me up. Yeah, I don't know why that would happen. So maybe if I give it like another couple days and it doesn't work, I'll email them or something. I don't know how to get a hold of anybody at Google, but I'll figure it out. But yep. No, I'm rubbing it because it's bothering me. Oh, my back hurts. And I'm at my apartment right now. I'm so happy to be here. This is like my little zone, you know. When I come to Springfield, I have this place. I had like the other day I came through here on my way to St. Louis. I posted the picture on Instagram. And I was able to like quickly come here for a half-hour break. I pulled my truck up out back. Hi, Lily. I pulled my truck up out back and was able to come in here, use the bathroom, make coffee real quick, and like do like a quick 30-minute break at my apartment instead of like stopping at like a crappy truck stop, because that's never fun. So it's kind of cool to have this like right here on them, because if you're going to go anywhere, can't you just stay in your truck and save money? Yes, I can. A lot of people can do that. And a lot of people do, but I don't want to do that. I did do that for a while. Well, actually, I was living in California. I couldn't afford that. And then when my mom got sick, I ended up moving everything to New York, but I needed an address at that point. So I just kind of like came to this place in Missouri here. So, I mean, after a while, it's nice to just like, I have my bed. It's a mess, but I got my bed and I can like, you know, I got my shower, my toilet, I got my own bathroom. I can cook in here. Yeah, I had a really bad year, but I feel like if anything, it made me stronger. So there's that. Can't really like complain about, you know, inner strength and all that. You can't buy that, right? So I just had to plug my laptop in. It's dying. Yeah, so I don't know. And I was told before that, you know, I'm not supposed to go live without a plan, and I don't have a plan. I guess I did cover a lot of ground, but a lot of you guys are jumping on board now. So you're gonna have to go back later and watch all this stuff I just jabbered about for a while. Hi, Lily. Lily just wants to play. It's like all she really cares about. Seriously, who's gonna buy one of these really awesome hats? There's only 8 left in existence. And it's so freaking cool. And then this Epstein shirt, you should buy that too. I think there's a bunch of these still that you could buy. Epstein. Yeah, I don't know. Did I enjoy TNT? So I had to do 30,000 miles. And luckily when I did TNT, it was with, I don't like spiders either, but I like this hat. So I was with a friend of mine who I've known for like a really long time. So when I did TNT, it was probably I can't really speak on anybody else's. No, my boyfriend made this. He drew this spider. He works at a merch company in Albany, New York, and his company sells stuff. It's cool. They do like a lot of stuff for bands and stuff. They're pretty legit. And then you can buy all this stuff online. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I'm definitely all about this hat. I love this hat. It's like my favorite hat. So anyway, so my TNT thing is all right, hold on. Oh God. My TNT thing, I can't speak on like what it was like for anybody else or what it is like for anybody else, but I had I enjoyed it. When I got done with TNT, I decided to team a little bit because I didn't feel like I was ready to go solo. It was like January or something of 2019. It was still winter. I was nervous, but after TNT ended and after teaming for like a good month or two, I was so over being on the truck with somebody else. And even though I miraculously got along with this person perfectly for, I think we're on the truck for 8 months total together. I still, at the end of it, was like super eager to just be out on my own. And I enjoy having the truck to myself. I really do. Having my own space is a kind of an important thing to me. But everybody's different. So TNT could be fun. It's probably the hardest part though of getting your CDL. Well, you get your CDL, but it's the hardest part of getting to the point where you're on your own. Yeah. It's close quarters for sure. Timothy, that's very true. It's like you will never know what it's like until you experience it. Sleeping in the moving truck is absolutely the worst. I would lay there stressed out and scared. Like not even stressed out and scared, but like that was part of it. But a big part of it was just like being jolted and shaken awake. Sometimes, yeah, they should bring it back to 30,000 miles. I would prefer that over 50,000 miles any day. That's a long TNT. And I was thinking about training, but I'm definitely not doing that. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to train anyway. It's crossed my mind just for the money, but I don't think it's a good idea for me. I don't like I'd be nervous the whole time about my safety and stuff. So, I have not met Chad Rich. I talked to him on the phone once. He seems all right. He seems pretty cool. I hear lots of good stuff about him. But no. Oh, he saw me once at a truck stop in Missouri, and he called my name, but I didn't hear him, and I just kept walking. So does that count as meeting him? I don't know. I might have even made eye contact with him, but I was like, it was early. It was like 4 a.m. I was like miserable, so I wasn't really in the mood to talk to anybody anyway. So I would put music on or something because that's usually what I'd be doing right now, but I'm trying to like figure out how to monetize my channel now, and I don't want to get any copyright strikes. So yeah, I mean, I've been on here for about a half an hour. If anybody has any other questions, I can answer them. If not, maybe I'll just end this thing soon because I feel awkward just sitting here staring at myself. I personally like driving at night because the sun really bothers my eyes. And there's less people on the road. And less traffic. Well, obviously, because there's less people on the road. Which S? I think you meant to type more. I'll give you a minute. When am I planning on going back out on the road? Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I went to the shop in New York to get my the leak fixed, that where the water's coming into the truck. They thought they fixed it, but they didn't. So tomorrow morning I have to bring my truck to Freightliner, and I'm actually kind of concerned because like I finally got out of that negative balance. So I don't want to be here too long. So I'm going to ask them when I bring it in if they have an estimate of how long it's going to take. And if it seems like it's going to take too long, I might just have them send me out west and I'll drive around in like some deserty areas. Because it only happens when I'm driving in the rain. If I'm sitting in the rain, it doesn't even happen. But if I'm driving in the rain, forget about it. It's just like the water doesn't like leak, like drip in. It's like comes in through the paneling on the side. It like bleeds through the side. Which state do you think has the worst roads as far as like bouncing around in the back when you're trying to sleep, or just like too narrow and windy? Because a lot of the worst roads I've been on are on the East Coast or in the northern Midwest. Like Southern Ohio is really bad. You end up on these like little like zigzaggy like squiggly line roads. Those are bad. You got like these 25-mile-an-hour turns, and then Arkansas down like I think like southern Arkansas and western Arkansas has some like meh. Texas just sucks as far as like their traffic patterns and everything is just awful and confusing. Like this one time I was driving through Texas, and Indiana sucks, but it's not horrible if you're just going across like I-70 or I-80 or something. But yeah, I was going through Texas, and the way that they have these like roads where like you get off the highway, and then like on one side of the highway there's like a rest area. So if there's a rest area on this side, but you're on this side and you're going this way, and the rest area is on the lane going this way, you have to get off the highway, go around this like weird U-turn thing and get back on the highway and go back like 2.5 miles to get to a what up, Scramble North? You have to go 2.5 miles back to get to that truck stop. So I was those U-turns are like super tight, and I really enjoy driving through Arizona personally. That's like my favorite state to drive through. So those U-turns are like really tight. So I sometimes you could just take a left and a left and a left and get back on the road that way. So I tried to do that, and I ended up there was like no turn. Like you weren't able to turn. You had to go straight into the city. So I ended up driving into this like bougie area outside San Antonio. Like where they had like, you know, like those areas where it's like the bar scene, and like there's all these little bistros and there's people walking around, and there's like lights hanging over the road. So I'm driving through something like that. I can see on my GPS, it's like a grid, like getting really tight, and they're all one ways. And I'm just going further and further. My GPS told me to take a left. And then it was like, there was a one-way sign. And then next to the one-way sign was a no truck sign. And I was like, what, like, are they telling me not to take the left that the GPS is telling me to take? Or are they telling me not to go through that intersection? So I was able to do some deductive reasoning. I love I-40. It's like my favorite highway. It's like the home of highways for me. So I saw that sign, and I was really confused. And then I did some deductive reasoning, and I realized that they wanted me to take the left and not go through the intersection, because then there was a little sign off to the side that said truck route, loop 82 or something this way. So I took the left, but I had to take it really wide, and there were some people standing on the corner that had to like get out of the way of my trailer. Like it was so bad, and everybody was staring at me like I didn't belong there. And then there was construction. It was really confusing because it was like right lane ends, but they wanted you to keep right at the same time. I don't know. I hate Texas personally. I think that might be my least favorite state to drive in. Lots of little cities that you have to drive through where it's like really confusing. Lots of construction. Pennsylvania sucks. That's a terrible state. You haven't driven in snow since you were a kid. What scares me a little would be coming through the mountains and that. So I've driven in the snow in the mountains, and basically what you need to do is you need to go really slow and put your hazards on, and everybody around you just follow everybody else's lead, because you can't just stop. You have to get somewhere safe, and sometimes there's not even going to be anywhere to park. Lily, go lay down. So also a good thing to do is pay attention ahead of time and make sure you're not going to be driving through too much stuff. I always try to check the weather, and my old trainer Marcus told me to download this app. It's for trucking weather specifically, and yeah, so I'm gonna check that out. And I did enjoy the Penn Turnpike when I was over the road. I guess it's not horrible. You got jacked up. I went to Mars Chocolate in Chicago and got jacked up in the neighborhood around the plant. You mean like you got stuck, or you got like in an area that you almost couldn't get out of? I do not like going anywhere near Chicago. I try to stay away from that area unless it pays really well, and then I'll check the satellite view of the place that I'm going to. Yesterday, I was driving through Arkansas, and I was on these like really narrow roads that like look like they're about to flood. Like there's so much rain. And oh, here's another thing. Always make sure you have enough fuel, because I ended up in an area. Oh, that sounds horrible, Mark. No truck signs everywhere. Oh, it sounds horrible. I was sweating when I was in that San Antonio situation. But yeah, I was in Arizona. I was in Arkansas, and I ended up in this place with no travel plazas, no truck stops, not even a place where I could write a com data check, like not even a place out of network that I could just get fuel at out of pocket. Like, and I was watching my fuel gauge go down, and I was panicking. I thought that I was going to run out of fuel. It was so bad. And then it looked like the roads were about to flood, because every field next to me was like there were ducks swimming around, and it was like water. It was like really bad. And I was like, what am I going to do? And there was no shoulder. It was super narrow. It was like one of those roads, like when you're passing somebody, you want to slow down. Yeah, and screw Chicago. I won't go to Chicago. I mean, I will, like I said, if it pays enough and I could check the satellite view ahead of time, make sure it's not ridiculous. Yeah, and I don't like New Jersey. I have a friend who had a hazmat load in New Jersey, and he ended up taking a left, and then he saw a sign that there was a low clearance ahead of him, and he had to basically, he sat there in the intersection, and somebody like that was local came up to him and told him basically to go past that no truck sign and take a left. And he had to do that to get out. There was no way out, and he had everybody honking at him. And yeah, it sounds horrible. It sounds like a stressful situation. Yeah, I don't really like New Jersey either. And like part of me wants to go back to New York, and I'm wondering if I should take like a Northeast regional approach, so that I can like spend more time up there, and like eventually maybe just stop trucking. But I would like to truck for like maybe a little while longer. And I just don't know if I want to put myself through that, because I'm probably going to end up in New Jersey if I do that. That's funny. Yeah, everybody hates New Jersey. It's true. It's absolutely true. And I hate New York, and that's where I'm from. But I'm from like the upstate part, but I still want to go back for some reason. I'm crazy. I don't know why I want to do that to myself. I need to like drink like a lot of these so I could get some sleep to counter all the coffee I drank today. Drank way too much coffee. Hold on, guys. Sorry. What are you doing, Lily? What's up? Lily is very happy to be here. Really? You can pump your own fuel though in Oregon. I know that much. I don't know about New Jersey. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't think we like go into Chicago. I feel like maybe I did once, but I do definitely go. There's a lot of production that goes on in the outskirts of Chicago, and then there's a lot of distribution centers and receivers and stuff there too. But yeah, if you're in a truck, you can pump your own fuel in those places that don't allow you to pump gas. I think. I feel like you can. What, Lily? Lily, I don't really want to play. I'm sorry. Here, I'll throw. Every time I throw this, she like it bounces off her face and almost hits my TV. Here, I'm gonna go over there with it. And I have neighbors too, so I should be like I'm on the top floor. She's like trampling around everywhere. Anybody else got any more questions about Prime or anything that they, anything I can enlighten anybody to? I'm gonna give it the 10-minute warning here. I think I'll be done in like 10 minutes unless this really starts to pick up. I did start my truck driving career with Prime in August of 2018. And I actually documented my orientation and everything. So if you go all the way back in my videos, you'll see the beginning of my journey. And it was pretty intense. It was actually a very exciting thing. 50,000 miles as a team would take anywhere from 3 months to 5 months, I would say. 5 months being a high estimate if you run really well. Do I have a CV? Yes, I do, and it's pink. No thanks for the live stream. Oh, are you saying thanks for the live stream or no thanks for the live stream? You take care too, Dave. Oh, Tim, take care, Tim. You take care. Yeah, I'll see you later, Tim. You have a good one. How much are my payments? My fixed expenses are. Oh, hold on. I can tell you. Hold on. So I did my my ACE2 today, so I have it all already. Look, I did this today. Oh, and you know what? They gave me this cool little pin. Look at this thing. Fancy. Look at that. Okay. I'm like losing my voice. No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying with the thanks for the live stream. I read it weird though. Hold on. Okay, so my fixed. I don't remember where I wrote it down. I didn't write it down. I think I wrote it down. Here, hold on. It was like somewhere in like the health insurance. If you're a lease operator, you have the option to get health insurance through the company, but I would recommend probably doing some shopping around for something just in case maybe there isn't something that that doesn't make sense. I feel like I didn't write that down properly because I feel like my hold on, fixed expenses. Well, my truck payment is, yeah, sorry. I'm like, I told you guys I'm ADD really bad lately. My truck payment's somewhere like around like, I think it says here, this is what I wrote down. I don't know if this is accurate or not. My fixed expenses every week is $1698.84. Health insurance. What you should do is you should shop around and see, just in case there's something better out there. I don't know much about health insurance. I personally don't have health insurance right now. I'm working on getting it, but I've been trying to find better options because the health insurance that you pay for as a lease operator is really expensive. You can get pretty good insurance as a company driver, I think. I heard. I don't know much about it though. And I don't know if you pay for it or not. You might have to pay like a weekly fee for it. I don't know, but it's definitely less than if you're a lease operator. Like the thing with being a lease operator is like, I feel like there's so many expenses that creep up on you that it kind of like, sometimes it's like a crapshoot which one you're going to make more money on, you know? But I'm really happy that it seems expensive as a company driver too, according to the website. Yeah, it probably is. Second year is way cheaper. You pay a lot the first year, second year is way cheaper. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. So, but so like I said, I went through 5 weeks of not making any money um and wanting to quit. And then I am very happy that I did not do that. I didn't quit because I like the fact that I was $2,400 in the hole at the beginning of the week, and I came out of this week making $900. That means I made a lot of money this week. But part of that was also the deferred payment from ACE too. So that's cool. Like that's a lot of money, and that's the potential there. And last week I would have had a $1,300 check, but that was just chipping away at that balance that I had. So there is a lot of potential to make money as a lease operator. You just got to make sure you don't get yourself into a situation where it takes you 5 weeks to get out of it and then take home time in the middle of that, because that was stupid. So I'm just really good morning or good evening, Bulong. What's up? Are you I think I know who you are. I think you're somebody I know. I feel like you are, but I can't see your picture. Yo, I made a live. What's up? I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. As I was explaining to these guys, I had a really bad 5 weeks. I wasn't making any money. So I will be in contact with you. I saw your Instagram post today and I thought about reaching out to you. But I had a really bad 5 weeks and I didn't want to do an interview or a thing and be really negative. I'm in a more positive space now, so things should be good. I'm back making money again. What do I think about Crazy Bags? I think Crazy Bags is an awesome person. He's a good friend of mine. And I wish that he was still with Prime. I'm very sad about it. Why not go company? Because I like high risk, high reward situations. I never do anything the easy or the safe way. Yeah, so I like the high risk, high reward. I'd rather have the potential to make a lot of money than safely make a little money. And I am definitely glad I stuck with it too, Dave. And yes, we do all think Bags should still be employed. He was awesome. He did so much for this company. I really like Bags a lot. And I will let you know when I'm ready, Lockout Men. I appreciate you reaching out to me about that. You're going to be in PA next week. Looking forward to it. Are you coming on with Prime? Am I continuing schooling? Are you talking about my online schooling that I was doing? Yes, but I took a break because I was overwhelmed with the losses in my family and then the trucking. So I took a break from schooling. I'm going to resume that when I feel like I have more of a handle on my life. You applied today for Prime. That's great, Josh. You should see if you can, if you don't have a referral already down, you should see if you could put me down. My code, by the way, guys, is WHIJEP, and I have the actual. I put it in my description with a link where you could buy this hat and the shirt. If you're willing to dig through the website a little bit to find the shirt. And what I tell people all the time is if you're going to go through PA, that's good though. David H is cool. If you're going to go through PA to do your orientation and stuff, you should document it because I don't see a lot of videos about doing orientation through PA. So that would be pretty interesting. What makes sense? No need for added stress. I forgot what we were just talking about. Congratulations for your trifecta on Monday. And what's up, Noah? Yeah. So that's what's up. I just really, I feel like I can finally talk to you guys and just let it all out, you know, and like be, yes, the school thing. That's true. Yeah. I just needed to give myself a little bit of, yeah, I needed to give myself a little bit of room to breathe because I was very overwhelmed. I failed one class. I have to apply to get that grade dropped. So, they didn't seem to care that my mom died. So I'm going to have to go to a level higher and see if I could, you know, see if somebody cares. You want another cover song video? I'll do it. Don't tempt me. You know, sometimes when I do that, I know that I'm not like amazing, but it's something I enjoy doing. So, any requests? If somebody wants to request a song, I could do Country Roads by John Denver. That'd be a fun one. What about Ace 2? That's the thing. I wanted to talk to you guys about Ace 2. It was really cool. So in Ace 2, what they do is they print out your settlements for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. I had 5 because I was so negative for so long. And Metallica. I could do the beginning of Nothing Else Matters, but that's about it. I could probably teach myself more though. So we go through this. We learn how to find information on here. We learn about things that we could change to run better. Yeah, I learned that my cost per mile is way too high. I don't buy cheap enough fuel, and I drive too fast, I guess. I put my cruise control at 62, but I guess that's not really good enough. So I'm going to try doing 60 and see if that helps. If I ever go back, maybe I'll consider Prime. I remember back then there was always an eye roll when coming up on a Prime truck. Prime is a good company, though. They will take care of you. You know, if you are, yes, it is. It's basically a second slingshot class. So 58's the sweet spot, but I'm just so like, I'm from New York. Like, I don't have patience for that. So yeah, E and H. I haven't been OTR for 6 years. If I ever go back, maybe I'll consider Prime. I remember back then there was always an eye roll when coming up on a Prime truck. Yes. But I honestly, I think we're pretty safe drivers. I think that's just like a weird stigma. And I think I'm gonna get off of this this live pretty soon here. I told you guys 10 minutes, 12 minutes ago. So is your lease truck governed? Yes, it's governed at 65. I know it's hard to do like 65 while in a trainer's truck. Oh, I like 65 while in a trainer's truck. Yeah, that's funny. Someone in class was saying to have their student go 55 and then they can drive however fast they want. My trainer did 65 anywhere and he averages 8.5 to 9. That's pretty crazy. My truck's new though, so I think that my miles per gallon is a little bit lower than it would be normally. Okay, so I have a CDLA. What will I have to do to work with Prime? Okay, what you need to do is you need to go apply. You need to go fill out an application. You need to put me down as a referral, WHIJEP. And then what you need to do is let me know that you did that so I can follow up. And then what you need to do is they will tell you basically the next steps. But what I think is going to happen is that they're going to take you on, depending on how much OTR experience you have. They may want you to do a short TNT just to make sure that you're good if you don't have any OTR experience. Or if you do have a lot of OTR experience, they will probably have you do like a little like comprehension test, like to show that you know how to back, because you never drove for Prime before, so they just want to make sure you're cool. And then so you got to do like a backing thing. You got to do like a and they might make you do a pre-trip again and a road test again. Yo, what up, Emily? They recommend 57. He has a 19 for depends on the truck. So I wonder what he would get if he did 57. He might be up to like 11. I'm gonna start really pushing those referrals because I had one referral when I left because my mom was sick. I lost that referral, so I need more. I don't want to do this. I don't want to play guitar right now. My voice is all screwed up. But I will do a recording of that maybe in the next week or so on the truck. And it sucks. Emily just got here and I'm about to leave. Emily, you are my homie for life. I love that girl. She's so cool. Click on her channel and follow it if you're not already. Subscribe to that. She's so cool. I think Emily and I are like cosmically related somehow. I feel like we have like this connection. She's really cool. Are you thinking of buying a truck? No. Yo, what's up? No hippie? I'm hippie and you're no hippie, right? So now all my friends are here and I guess I'm gonna have to hang out for another like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to tell my boyfriend he's gotta wait because he's texting me. He wants me to call him. He can wait. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna hang out with you guys for like another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I'm gonna get another beer real quick. Oh yeah. You liked the Naruto run video. That was such a good title. I thought that was really clever because it was like really random. And then like it was just like it was good. I got a kick out of that. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get another beer real quick. Get rid of this one. And here's one of the ones that Bags left here. I gotta pour one out for my homie. Except I'm gonna drink this one. So yeah. And then there's Lily back there. Say hi, Lily. I'm about to start driving. Well, be safe. Did you get out of the East Coast ever? I hope you got out of the East Coast. Oh my God. Where do they have you right now, No Hippie? I haven't talked to you in a while. I just realized, holy crap. No Hippie, I'm finally making money again. Since you talked to me, I was broke until until tonight. They told me today that I was gonna actually have a positive check this time. I haven't gotten actually paid yet, so I could be wrong. Bags is so cool. Just left Miami. Oh no. But at least you're like in a nice warm area. And I am still at Prime Inc. Yes. I am still at Prime Inc. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I was so close. I was like gonna go work at McDonald's or something, but I made a decent check this week, so that's good. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna head out, guys. Thank you for joining my my live. And I'll do this again sometime. It was fun. We'll do this. We'll maybe tomorrow I'll go live. I'll be here for at least another day or two. Maybe I'll pop on tomorrow and just check in with you guys. Where's home for you, William? If it came to that, I would have recommended company. Go out and do yourself a favor and buy your own truck. I don't know how much longer I want to do this. Like I like want to have kids and a family one day. So like this might only last me a couple more years. Who knows though? If I start making bank and like I don't, life is like things can change from day to day. How much money do you make as a company driver? Are you with Prime, Noah? Because I'm curious. Because if I could make some money. Oh, Michigan, that's way up there. Like, go lay down. I got to take her out or something, even though she shouldn't need to go out. Just got home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need to start posting more. I actually have all of this stuff filmed and I just haven't edited it together. And damn, maybe I should go company. I don't know. That's good. That's good. It's pretty decent. All right, guys. Well, you have a good night. Thank you. And I appreciate you all. And cheers for 1,000 subscribers. That's exciting. You guys be safe and all that. Damn. Maybe I should go buy a truck then. I could just go home more often. All right. Yeah, and I'm in Springfield right now. All right, have a good one, guys. Peace.